when it does this. Good evening everyone, welcome to RSF1 Racing. Tonight's race is a Monday night social around Australia. Your host this evening is RSF1 Raikkonen, and tonight I am joined by...
RSF1 Brundle!
Hello
Yay!
Brundle, we are back together yet again.
Crowd goes wild when they hear RSF1 Brundle's name. And good evening. I've been looking forward to this. I've had a long day at work and I'm very much looking forward to this event. Maybe a social, but this is a taster. For anybody that's new to the league, this is a taster of what this next season coming up in RSF1 is going to be. We have a lot of regular drivers here, but we have one driver in particular that's new. We'll get to him shortly, who looks very, very tasty indeed. But I am looking forward to it.
And who's this new driver?
It's M&T Hawks. You'll realise why he's tasty. You'll realise why he's tasty when we get underway.
Okay, I've been looking at Discord. I've been calling him Minty Hawks.
Mint Hawks.
Mint Hawks, that's the one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've also got some new names popping up.
Do we have to?
As well. Oh yes, we do. Come on, it's only fair. This is
right,
now, guys. If you do want to change your names, now is the time to do it, because in the new rule book it does stipulate that you are not allowed, once the season starts, you are not allowed to change your gamer tag unless you join a fully credited esports team, and it has to be authorized by the committee themselves.
Can you do it after the driver draw? So, like for example, if you're not sure on who you want to be, and that's based on the fact of what car you're going to get next season, can you do it like the day after or on the day?
I do believe once the driver draw, it has to be done before the driver draw, because obviously they have to be, they have to obviously get all your names together, ready to put them in the bin, put your numbers against your bingo ball, your names against your bingo balls and stuff like that, and so it will just, unfortunately for the standings, the league setup, everything, it will just cause too much skifaffle. And basically, I think that's the way it is. It's got to be done. So if you do want to change your gamer tag, get it done before January the 10th.
Hey, noted. That stops my idea then.
And what was your idea?
Well, my idea was going to wait until the driver draw, and then I'll change it considering of what car I'm given, but I'll stick to Brundle, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you got the stream up, Brundle?
Will do.
Just, so we can... this is going to be quite a relaxed session tonight, guys. We're willing to take questions and do a question and answer session for you guys as well. As you are aware, that yes, I am the head steward, so if there's any rules, clarification that you do need clarifying, now's the time to ask. I do have with me a copy of the rule book, so I am prepared to answer any grey areas you might find a little bit hard to understand. Hopefully you don't. I hopefully made it nice and clear for you guys. Very black and white. And let's just to remind all the drivers out there, if they have got this in the background in their iPads or whatever, that tonight's race is being stewarded. There is a group of stewards ready to submit to review clips, any submitted clips. So please guys, race cleanly, race fairly, and let's keep us on our seats as well at the same time. Don't be too generous with each other.
Just a quick thing. Yay, we've got our 20th. It's Timmer. God, Timmer. Just a quick thing, by the way. Am I allowed to say how many we've got in terms of signed up?
I don't know if... Well, that was number... Are you talking about the number from last night?
Yeah.
Well, that was last night's confirmed number. It could be gone up now.
Could have gone up now. Okay.
It could have gone up because that went up last night, and that was a reminder to everyone. This is how many people we've got signed up. If you haven't signed up, you know what to do. There's the link, and get your behinds set up and get them signed up, and away we go. We're off to Q1.
Magic Mark
Now,
in the chat already. 3 weeks without playing,
Go on.
not looking forward to it. You rusty driver, you. What you been doing these last 3 weeks?
Guys, also feedback on quality of audio and visual, please. If it's all good, give us a thumbs up. If not, please just say so, and we'll do our best to try and adjust it if we can.
Sorry for
Sorry?
screaming over you. COD. That's what Magic Mark's been doing. COD.
What, eating cod?
No. Oh, wow. Wow. Call of Duty. Jesus.
I knew what you meant. It's just because I'm from a seaside town. I just thought I had to squeeze that one in.
And evening to Hell King Tomo, our steward for tonight. Even though I'm stewarding as well.
Tonight.
Partially.
Hey?
Well, partially. Right, let's go. Let's try.
Good evening, Kentish.
Right, shall we get the new name out of the way so people know?
Okay, so anyone who is looking at the rostrum at the moment, we have got a new driver name. It is RSF1 Skadoosh.
No, it's pronounced Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. That's the one.
I'm going to say it once. I'm going to say it once, and that's it. Because otherwise it's going to go tired. I'm going to do it again. There used to be Element. Used to be Elements. No.
Absolutely, and he's decided to change his name. I don't know if he's going to stick with that name until the 10th of January. We shall find out. Oh, I can hear engines revving up there, Brundle.
Wait, let's begin. So those that are obviously new to the rules.
It's a Toro Rosso coming out of the garage there, and it is Shane.
Ah, one of the people that is setting up the tiers, I believe. One of the many people that are. It's yeah. So those obviously new to the rules. If you are new to the rules, where have you been? But anyway, new to F1 and that kind of stuff. We've got 20 people here, so full grid. So we are looking at eliminating 5 people from this session. They can do as many laps as they can. Obviously, the idea is, as you know, Raikkonen, to get your laps in with as little as fuss as possible, because obviously you want to use your tyres over the Q1, 2 and 3 sessions. And obviously Q2, if you get through to Q2, you start on the tyres you set your fastest lap on. So it's very key to get your lap in. No corner cutting, which can be good around here, or potent around here. But yeah, minimal fuss, get through, looking at the top 15 drivers, and then we'll move up.
Yep, and just a reminder as well, there is a new rule, because last year there wasn't a rule set about it. There is a rule about cutting the corners on a lap that you've aborted to try and get in another lap. Remember guys, if you are caught doing it, the consequences are going to be severe. Right, Shane's about to start a flying lap. Would you like to take us around, Brundle?
Yeah, Albert Park, here we go. So this is going to be the scene, or the playing field for the first round of every tier when we begin. So we go into turn 1. Nice fast turn 1. You use the apex on the left and on the right, but you've got to be very careful. There's a car in the way, gets out of the way. It was Magic Mark in the Mercedes. It's weird seeing the Mercedes. Into turn 3. Nice little 90 degree right hand, and then flat out through turn 5. I've got to mind the rumble strip on the outside. A little bit of a turn into the end of the first head. I think he's cut, actually, which is annoying because he's slowing down now. Looks out hard, but
Yeah.
we'll carry on with him. Coming up to this long sort of curves straight into the chicane. Got to mind the curve on the inside because that can throw the car. You've got to mind the wall on the outside of the exit of that chicane as we've gone and run along the back straight. Now this is the corner that is going to catch up quite a few people, especially if you're not ready for it. The fast left and right. I once nicknamed it the Wallaby chicane.
I always call it the Mr. Whippy.
Mr. Whippy, okay. Then this 90-degree right-hander can be quite tricky because it narrows on exit. This fast right-hander can be tricky, so we're going to chuck the car in. Then these last two corners, the multiple corner, going to slow the car down to second gear, and then he's going to power the car through and hope the car doesn't understeer into the wall on the left-hand side. And then you're crossing the line, then complete the lap. Lap time-wise, we're looking into probably the 20s, maybe even a 19 for those really, really fast people at the end of Q3, but 21s for now. Mr. Pigeon sets the initial benchmark.
Yep. So we're still riding, we're still with Shane at the moment. Obviously, he's on his second attempt of a flying lap. Unfortunately, his first attempt, as we spotted, was...
D-Hill.
What?
Yeah, lost it, Mr. Whippy.
Oh dear.
Saved it though.
Did he?
It was a mini slide.
It hasn't got terminal damage like it can catch a lot of people out on. I see he's driving very gingerly at the moment. Whether he's got a lot of parcel females on. I'm just looking at the Discord now. Someone just put parcel females on.
Parcel female.
Yes, that is another new rule, guys. Parc Fermé has been reactivated for this season.
People should know this by now.
Yeah.
It's an interesting rule, though, isn't it? What do you think personally about it? I think it will make things very interesting, especially if you got mixed conditions. But what do you personally think about it?
I think it's going to be a good thing because, like, you've got to make your setup call there and then at the end of the day at qualifying at Q1. You've got to decide, right? This is where you got to look at the weather. Is it going to be raining in the race? Are you going to have tricky conditions at all? Or have you got tricky conditions in qualifying? And what do you do? If you've got a wet qualifying and a dry race, what do you do? Slap on a dry setup for the race so you can go quick and compromise your qualifying? Or do you slap on a wet setup to go quick and qualify and pole it and then be slower in the race when other people can then catch you up because they'll have less drag on the car? So it is, I agree, I like it. It's going to mix things up big time, especially if you're in the same lobby, at the same tier as me, because I'm usually a lobby host and I have the dreaded curse of every session that I host, normally there is a session of wet weather.
Yeah, so just to sort of reaffirm people with what happens when Parc Fermé is on, you can adjust your setup a little tiny bit. I believe it's front aero or something, isn't it? It's the front aero.
Yeah, front aero. You brake bias. You can't adjust your pressure though. Your rear wing has to stick where you've put it. Your geometries and that lot, they have to stay where you set them as well.
Happen with a lot of traffic in ultimate corner. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so it's very, very minute changes that you can make. Like, it's just mainly front end that you can change. You can't really change much on the back end at all. Once the back end is in, that's it. It's locked in. You can adjust your differential, of course. You can adjust that during race anyway, because it's an electronic gadget that you can just turn a switch down on. And your bias as well. You brake bias.
One thing I think will make people do is to make sure you've got a confirmed setup that works and that you've practiced with before you race. It's not going to be a case of turning up and putting on a setup hoping that it works, because if it doesn't work, you have to live with it, basically. So
absolutely,
it will make people practice more, and yeah, so it's a little thing. And the other rule: no safety car whatsoever. Not even a hope that it will come out anymore.
No, we've decided, or the committee have decided that a safety car it doesn't work on this game. To be quite fair, we've had many of incidences where it's not came out where it should have came out, and then it's come out and when you think, why the hell has it come out for? Because it's for someone retiring in the pits, for example, it's come out and there's no need for it to come out, whereas like we've had a 4, 5, 6 car pile up and then it's decided, no, we can keep on going with the race.
What was the weirdest race last season? I think Spain in F4, if you remember that one.
Oh yeah, it came out, didn't it? I was actually leading
Twice.
the race then, and twice. I was actually having a good race until the safety car came out, and it absolutely ruined it for me. Oh, RSF1 Schumacher just crossed the line of 121.8.
Mark goes third at 21.5. We're going to run down a few of the people we have here, just to give a little bit of knowledge to anybody that's new here. So, Verstappen top, he halfway throughout F1 tier, I believe, last season. So next season will be his first full season. Mr. Pigeon is a regular F1 driver. Magic Mark was the champion of F2, so expect to see him in the top. I mean, it's safe to say that now, isn't it? He's going to be in top tier.
Well,
right?
You don't know, do you? You don't
know.
We can't. We can't
assume.
say. You know, we're not the people behind the conversation, behind the scenes here. You know, the men that are doing the boys that are doing their job behind that, they know where they're placing people and everything. So, it is.
All right.
You know, he could have been lucky in F2 and managed to have consistent races and that, or like you say, he could have been severely faster and should have been in Tier 1 from the day dot. But who knows? It's going to be. We just have to wait and find out until the driver draw or until the league, until the tiers are released, which I do believe the tiers will be released just before the driver draw.
Yeah, and driver draw is obviously on the 12th. Unity Hush, 21.0, our F1 champion from last season. Not lost any pace.
Ferrari as well.
It's weird seeing him in there. Scott Burner after Magic Mark. He was a regular sort of protagonist or opponent to Magic Mark in the F2. Shrimper, I believe, was F1. I believe it was F1. Although I didn't really see him. I know he was in the season. Don't hold me to that one. I know he was in the season. Schumacher was a third place in the championship in F2. Shane was a very solid F2 driver, very improved from the back end of last season. Man with the Cash, similar.
Reverend Kevin, Racing Jason, Josh with the Dosh.
Yeah, Josh with the Dosh. Another one, Easton. Now this guy Easton, I'll be very curious to see where he is placed, because he is improving rapidly, very, very rapidly. 21.4 gets right up into that top 5 now, as it currently stands. Was in F3 last season. Be interesting to see where he's put. But
well, let's face it, Brandon. When he joined F3, he basically dominated it.
Yeah, pretty much. Who else we got? We got RSF1 Seal, who used to be a Sleep Seal. In here, got Charismatic, D Hill, who was a regular F2 driver. Jay Locker in there, Button. Tim, obviously, who you know and love from F4.
Solid F4 driver he was, yep.
Then you got I's the Best, who I've known for like a good several years now. Very wise, as is Bodder. Haven't known him as long, but a very wise driver as Bodder. Obviously, the one of the two absolutely brilliant commentators in F2 last season, with him and Primus doing the job. Obviously, we had Element, who's now Skadoosh, was in F3 last season, and Minthawks is literally the only new driver in this grid tonight.
And he's the one you want to keep an eye out on tonight, isn't it?
Wait till we cross the line, because he's about to finish a lap now. And here we go.
Whoa!
Yeah, he's quick.
Wow.
Very quick. We have had a couple of socials before. And I've raced against him. He's quick. Very quick.
Wow, yeah. Yeah. That shows it. In the giant can of aerosol, he's managed to put it on P3.
Giant can of aerosol. You don't like the Williams, do you?
No.
Okay. Anybody that's doing the driver draw, put Raikkonen in a Williams. He hates it. You've done it now. You've done it now. Now that they know that you hate the car.
Yeah, but if I end up if I end up in the giant can of aerosol, then I know it's going to be fixed. But then
Never fixed.
It is
nothing is ever fixed.
It is bingo at the end of the day, so I could fortunately end up in the Williams. If I am, I'll just have to live with it, won't I?
Of course you will. Right, just under 4 minutes to go. Skadoosh, Skadoosh is yet to set a time. Simmons on the 25.2, Potter on the 25.1, just about into the pits. Button, Lockers on out laps, and D Hill's on a lap currently.
Skunk Burner's about to start a lap.
Skunk Burner's already done 6 laps. He's done 6 laps on those tyres.
Yeah.
But this is the thing he does. This is the thing he does. I don't know how he does it, because I'm only able to get like 1 or 2 laps out of a pair of soft tyres. Or a set of soft tyres, sorry. But he can do like 6 or 7 and still get fast laps.
Well, maybe he's more kind on his tyres than you, Brundley.
Yeah, I'm not very kind to my tyres.
But mind you, I must admit though, since I've had a wheel, my tyre degradation is a lot less than what it was than I used to be on the pad.
Ah, that's better. 21.8 from D Hill makes him safe, puts him into 10th now. Very
good.
Close midfield, I've got to say.
Yeah.
From 11th down to 15th, the danger zone is only 3/10.
So like Skunk Burner is going around recharging his ERS at the moment because he's aborted his lap. Oh, Schumacher's just gone flying past him on a fresh set of softs. So he's really trying for it because, well, he's not at risk at the moment because he's in the top 10. Ooh, he's picking up a bit of dirt there. Very messy out the last corner there.
Just a quick question with the stream. Oh, wow, 21-0. Jeez. Hello, Schumacher. Wow.
Or as the one and only Alonso would say, Schumacher! Schumacher!
Because I started that.
Yes, you started it with Grosjean, didn't you?
Grosjean. Anyway, Skadoosh is just coming through the first corner now, beginning his lap. He's leaving it very, very late, his element. Let's see what he does. Nice little racing point. I wouldn't mind this car, actually, when the driver draw comes up, Raikkonen. Racing point.
Didn't you do
different,
some
it stands out
in the racing point as well?
Yes, I did the last 2 races in F1.
How'd you get on with it?
Wasn't too bad of a car, really. I mean, I was used to obviously being in a Renault in F2, and a Renault was lovely, absolutely lovely, to drive for. Force India, obviously compared to a Renault, and probably anything like Red Bull or Toro Rosso, the back end a little bit loose, but you just have to get used to it, and the brakes may be a little bit. Need to brake a little bit earlier, but apart from that,
That's it. D Hill's retired now from the session. He feels very relatively safe.
Here comes Element. It's 12th.
Yeah.
2-0. Pushes Seal out of it.
He's the best. He's just retired as well. Yeah, no, last season I was in the McLaren and that car was absolutely solid, you know. It handled well, it was powered by a Renault, and I got on really well with the McLaren. I would love to have the McLaren again next season, just to keep the consistency going there, because I just got on with that car. Tell you one thing though, there's one car I would not really like to have, even though at heart I'm a true fan of the team and it's in my blood, and I will be them until I die, unless a certain driver joins the team, then I will have to turn my back on them. And that's the Ferrari.
You wouldn't want a Ferrari?
No.
Any reason in particular? I mean, I
can't get on with
agree with you, actually.
I can't get on with it. For some reason, the first few laps of the car goes great, and then as soon as it gets into your race trimming and your race pace and that lot, the car just doesn't want to turn.
I have a different problem, but we're going to wait for this time. Bonner's going to be the last to finish. He's going to move himself out. No, he doesn't. And he goes 19th. So Bonner 19th to the 20th. That's the end of qualifying. I think Easton is the only one just trundling around. Yeah, it's the end of Q1. So we're losing. Bit of a surprise, actually. Man of the Cash down in 16th place in the Haas there.
Yeah. Unbutton, Bodder and Timmer.
Yeah, Charismic also. But saying that, Shane, who was one of the early people to set a time, only just scraped me through 400s there. Very close in that midfield. And very close to the top.
Yep. So that is the lineup for now. So
yeah, the problem I have with Ferrari, and in fact any Ferrari engine car, so obviously that includes the Alfa Romeo, is I've found out or sort of realised that if you over rev your gearbox, you go above, like, regularly above 12,000 RPM when you do your gear changes. Over a course of a race of 50% races, which obviously we do, by like the last 10 laps, especially at tracks like Baku and Bahrain that have lots of straights, your engine doesn't have as much power. Your top speed sort of gets lower. And
really?
A Ferrari engine revs higher than the rest. Oh, and obviously Haas is included in that as well, because obviously that's Ferrari engine. I forgot about that.
See, now I've actually taken a shine into the Haas lately. I'm seeming to get on well with that one. It handles a bit better than the actual Ferrari itself, and mind you, and the Alfa. So it would be quite ironic if I end up in the Alfa for season 2. Kimi Räikkönen in the Alfa, you know.
It would be quite good.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be interesting? Like, right, so Schumacher, RSF1 Schumacher's got to be in a Ferrari.
Or he could be in a Mercedes.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, Verstappen in a Red Bull. RSF1D held that. That don't count because Damon. Oh, that should be Williams, shouldn't it?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't have a Jordan anymore, so he'd have to go in a racing for that one.
That's the car I'd love to have back. Although, technically, you could put him in a Renault and say it's yellow. That's a Jordan.
Yeah.
Do that. Right, Q2. This is where, obviously, as I said before, this is where you start the race on the tyres that you set. So in comes strategy now. If I remember rightly, this race is a medium to soft. I believe, yeah, medium to soft race on 50%. But obviously you can go the other way around, soft to medium, if you want to have that initial grip on the first stint. Although, looking at it, Jay Locker is coming out on the hard tyres, so gambling a little bit.
I wouldn't know myself.
Apart from that, even spread between the two.
Yeah, I wouldn't know if I'd actually go out there on the hards myself. It's a little bit of a difficult one. I've not really experienced the hards on this track, so...
Well, the hard tyres at this track are pretty much them in general. They take a long time to wake up a little bit, and what Jay Locker's got to do, especially in his first few laps, is be a little bit careful. You can't go 100% on them on the first lap or two, because they just don't have the grip. They can last very, very well, but they just take a long time to sort of gel in. So, you've got to be careful. Yeah, I personally, if you can qualify on the mediums, that's the best strategy. Keep yourself out of trouble in the first stint, and then be on the much faster soft tyres when the track's all rubbered in. You'll be absolutely flying on them.
Can you remember Abu Dhabi?
Yes, that was even better.
Wow, going on the softs there at the at the end of the race. Wow, it was just absolutely
Like 2 seconds quicker, wasn't it?
It's like if you put rocket fuel in the cars. They just bolted.
Hmm. Well, Helking Tom in it.
Go on.
Sorry, Helking Tom in the chat saying hard tyres are a good choice with the right setup. Very much agree, and also if you're very consistent. Because the one thing with the hard tyres, you're going to be on them for a very long time. So you've got to be very consistent with them.
Yeah, but then that's like any tyre. Any tyre on the right setup is the best tyre.
Just the right setup in general, you'll be fast.
Yeah. All eyes the best has laid down the gauntlet so far for 121.9. Easton.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what he was doing there. He put the brakes on. He doesn't want to be qualifying on the soft, starting on the softs there. He's just getting.
Why did he go out on them in the first place?
He's basically done a sighting lap, hasn't he? He's gone out on the softs. You know, get some rubber down on the track. So he's using the brain here. Track evolution and whatnot. And she.
Oh, Locker's out.
Oh no, what's happened?
Sector 3. See if I can grab him somewhere.
I bet he
My guess.
too hard on
My
the
guess he's
corner.
gone too. Yeah, my guess he's gone too fast on his hard tyres. See if I ride aboard of Ice the Best, who's currently quickest.
With Skunk Burn, and now.
Oh! I think it was Whippy Corner. Ice the Best, he'd even lost it, and he was on an in lap.
Wow. See, this is going to catch a lot of people out.
Yeah, especially if it rains come race day.
Yeah.
When I mean race day,
Absolutely.
when the tiers start off.
Well, look, if it might be raining in our race session tonight, Brundle.
We haven't been told.
We haven't been told.
No, we haven't been told, that's what I'm saying.
No, we don't know the weather conditions at the moment, do we?
No. Should that be a rule?
How do you mean, should that be a
At
rule?
the lobby host should always contact the commentators of what the weather is going to be.
I don't know, because it adds an element of surprise, really, doesn't it? If you if they don't tell.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Evening, Timmer. Saying hello, lads.
Timmer.
Saying hello, lads, in the chat. And he goes second on the 22.2 on the mediums. That's about right on the medium tyres. Low 22s.
Yeah.
You can get the 21s on mediums. You're perfectly safe, I think, into the top 10.
Absolutely. At the moment, there's
Most
only
people
one
are now
driver
on
out there.
mediums,
There
I've
were 21s,
noticed.
which is I as the best on softs, and that was a high 21 as well.
Most people are on mediums now, I've noticed.
Yeah. So we're currently following Schumacher at the moment. He's coming around. He's on his flying lap.
Shane!
Oh.
Too eager! He was too eager to start his lap. He's just spun it into the wall when he's clipped his front wing there.
He's going to have to box for a new wing.
Yeah. The other thing about this track is you can corner cut very easily. I would know. You can corner cut very easily. There's a lot of obviously chicanes, turn 1 and 2. Mr. Whippy corner.
Ooh, Shrimper.
Not bad, Shrimper, 22-0.
On the mediums as well. That was a very good lap on the mediums. I know Schumacher's on a flying lap on the mediums. He's now going to come around the last corner. The RS wide open.
22-3. Not bad. Up there with the top guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone else out on the fire? Easton's back out on softs again. 3 lap softs. So is he just going around track, getting the feel of it, and then going to come out on the mediums at the last minute, or?
Possibly. Another thing, obviously, with the driver draw, obviously it's, and obviously we'll find out just before the driver draw where we're at in terms of tiers. But it's then the question of what car you're going to get and who you're paired up with.
Yes.
And if tonight is anything to go by, Verstappen and Schumacher as a team, Shrimper and Seal, Mint, Hawks and Easton.
That'd be an interesting combination, won't it?
Who's the other Toro Rosso? Shane and Bodder. Shane and Bodder would be a good one. Scumberto and Locker. We've only got one
Unity
racing
and Damon
point.
Hill.
Yeah, Unity and D Hill. Yeah, my expectation really is depending on what tier I am personally, what expectations I have, and then who I'm paired up with, and then what car I get.
What are your expectations for next season, Brundle?
As I said, it depends where I'm at.
And where
Obviously,
do you think you're going to be at?
I personally think I'm either going to be in tier 1 or tier 2.
Okay.
Very different expectations with either, basically.
So if you're in tier 2?
Tier 2, I'm going for as many wins as I possibly can.
You hungry
Tier
for the
1.
championship if you're in tier 2?
Pretty much. But I know that if I am in tier 2, there are many people in that tier that could very much challenge me for that. Tier 1 would be a challenge, but I will be up for the challenge. Hopefully get a very good teammate that will obviously help me out with that challenge. Would be absolutely thrilled if I get Unity, because obviously him being champion last season.
Yeah.
And then sort of try and go for constructors on that one, because if I am in F1, it'll be interesting from a driver's perspective. And then, very last question is what tier I'm going to be commentating on. I'll find out on due course.
Oh yeah, so Schumacher has called it a day. He's happy with his time. I know last season you were pretty much the F4 commentator, weren't you? The lead commentator in F4. We provided some entertaining races for that one, didn't we?
Yeah. What I'm hoping commentators side is Scumburn is about to complete a lap now on the mediums, mid 21. Oh wow, yeah, 21.9. Better than nice the best. Medium tyres here, Scumburner. I've already said I would either like the top tier or the bottom tier.
Oh really?
But obviously it depends. Yeah. Top tier, obviously, if I'm not in top tier driving myself, obviously, because you can't do both. If I'm not in top tier, I'd like the bottom tier.
You'd be a patron saint of some sort.
Yeah, and then it also depends on who I'm paired up with commentary as well. So
yeah,
see how that goes.
Ooh, naughty!
Oh, Shane's dropped it. Yeah, I just noticed that. Shane's dropped it on his lap. Can't find. Oh God, goodness me! I just saw him. Where is that? That's a weird. It's a weird place to drop it. End of first sector. End of first sector is I saw Toro Rosso there. Trying to think what corner it is. Yeah, that fast right hand after you've finished the first sector. Is he there?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a very unusual place to drop it.
I have noticed as well. Penultimate corner, he spun it as well. Is he trying no traction?
I wonder. There's a lot of drivers this for the next season that at this moment, whilst we're in holiday period, trying to drive with no traction control, because obviously there is a fact. Whoa! Oh, the Renault! Oh!
Jeez.
Wow! And we call
And,
every
can
move of that.
Can I make a reference to the Tim and Ike video, the second one?
Go
if
on,
you've seen it.
As long as it's not swearing.
No, it's a little bit rude, but it's fine. You remember the Schumacher one, or was it Roberts when he was called? In Brazil. When he was on the lap.
Then, yeah.
Yeah, when he was on the lap and it came out. I think that's the same. I think that's the same for Eyes the Best.
Yeah.
Same feeling.
I can imagine his underwear is quite brown now.
A lot of poo is shot out. One thing I've noticed.
By the way, guys,
is
go on.
Mint Hawks is where is he? He's on an outlap. He's just
on the outlap.
He's just gone past turn 1.
He's in the garage.
No. Oh, and he's cutting corners as well. Thank you. Got that one.
Naughty boy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on a outlap. He's got 50 seconds to get round. Gonna do it again. Yeah, you are. Got that one. Unfortunately, this is a rule you cannot do for this season. He's going to cut this one, isn't he? Yeah, cut that. And that one. Got that. See, what he doesn't realise is he's got the eyes of Big Brother all over him. He's going to have Tomo doing this as well. And he's going to make it. So guys, take note. Do not do what Mint Hawks has just done. Because he has made it, and he wouldn't have done.
No.
Well, there we go.
So I kind of feel a bit bad following him on this lap.
Verstappen's another one who he didn't cut corners, but he hasn't set a lap yet. So he's on one now.
He didn't cut corners.
No, he didn't. He's just another person who's not set a lap.
Right, I was going to go on with Verstappen now. Oh no, he crossed the line well before.
Well before, yeah.
Yeah,
he
well
should
before,
be fine.
So he should be fine. He's actually now coming to sector 3 now of his flying lap, so hopefully he's going to make it a very good... Oh, pigeon match.
Oh, pigeon. Off tyres on the 21.4. Interesting call by him.
Yeah. See, if you guys haven't watched the Tim and Ike's meme video that he made, well done, 21.999. There's a clip of Verstappen going around Brazil, and it is just absolutely hilarious. I won't repeat the words for obvious reasons. We are a family-friendly boy. Fast boy. Yeah.
Well, I said it with a little bit more subtlety than what you just did.
Well, I didn't say the word.
Yep.
It's no different to a lot of the music out there these days. So my question is now, because we didn't follow him, is that did our little Mint Hawks make it through?
He did. He's second.
Oh.
Second.
It's
fine. It's fine because, well, it isn't fine.
No, it isn't, because
let's look at the positives, though. Though. Someone will tell him, and hopefully he won't do it again, otherwise he will get a penalty. Or some sort of punishment for him. Plus,
if you're caught doing it, there's an instant punishment.
A prime example for anybody who thinks they're going to get away with it. There you go. The eyes are watching. Get caught doing it. Slap on the wrist.
Absolutely. Okay, so now Q3, guys.
I did notice in that one as well that 3 people crashed out in qualifying. Schumacher missed out. just try to get through on medium tyres.
So he's stuck with
Here
his strategy
is your
rather
top
than
10.
gone. So right, he's stuck with his strategy rather than throwing caution to the wind.
So we have one Renault Vice, the best, the two McLarens of Shrimper and Seal, the Alfa of Scumpburner, the Ferrari of Unity, the Red Bull of Verstappen,
two
Mercedes
Williams.
of Magic Mark, Arse of Mr. Pigeon, and the Williams of Easton and Hawks. And I's the best is the first one out.
Yeah, and we are absolutely going to be busy on the track. They're all coming out straight away. We all got to get their lap done. They all want that clear space.
So ideally, obviously at this point, if you're through into Q3, is obviously to make sure, hopefully, that you have as many sets of fresh tyres as possible to your disposal. At least one.
And did you know as well, there's a little trick to this as well. You always make sure you use your last set of softs. Because then in the race, you get a fresh set of softs. If you're starting on the mediums.
And the game would automatically put you on that one. Rather than mixing it up and putting it on a U set.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a simpler way of, I guess it gets a lovely little drift out of that corner. There's a simpler way. On your TV screen when you're in the garage, it does say somewhere on there, reserved for Q3 or reserved for Q2. Yep. Stick to that, and you can do no wrong, basically. Easton's going to be one of the first to set a lap. He was out of head of I's the best.
Yeah, that was weird, because we thought he came out of the pit lane first.
Oh, yeah, he got turn one though, so he's done. Done for that lap. He'll get out of the way of I's though. Does that very nicely, off the racing line. Just what you need to do.
Round he goes. He's got a good line here. Is the best.
Oh, Alonso, you can't.
What's that?
Is the answer to that question. He's saying, how do you record clips via Twitch? You can't.
You can't.
Because you're broadcasting.
No, I can't, but obviously you've taken the clips, yeah.
I have.
And also, it will be available to watch after we finish the broadcast. Ooh, yeah.
Understand.
He managed to hold on to that one, though. I thought he was going to lose it for a second.
That's the problem with that fast left and right corner, 11, 13, or Mr. Whippy as we're calling it. You just got to be really confident with the car, hoping it sticks.
You kind of like
cut it as well.
Sometimes hope and pray as well, because you can get it perfect, but the car just might not like you for that time. So I is the best at 122.2, Skunk Burn at 120.5.
Very nice. Very nice for Skunk Burner.
Wow.
McLaren's in the 21. Here comes Verstappen. He's looking pretty good. Coming up to the line now. This might beat him. It doesn't. 20.9. 4 tenths down. Oh, Skunk Burner set the early benchmark there. That's a very good time to be.
Pigeon Munch has just crossed the line at a... a 120.
Mintalco second.
Yeah. Just looking at Pigeon Munch's helmet, it looks a bit Ralph Schumacher-ish, or even Mick Schumacher-ish. Just you see the yellow and you see the red at the side.
I need to get a proper look at it. Yes, kind of a it's an old
Ralph Schumacher helmet, isn't it?
Ralph Schumacher barely changed his helmet, didn't he? Although I'm sure he changed it a little bit, like his last couple of years.
As he changed teams.
Yeah, because he went to Toyota, didn't he?
Yeah.
Mm.
What do you think? He started off at Jordan.
Oh, Easton, second place. And at Williams.
Nice. Can of aerosols managed to go around quite quickly.
Unity went on a slow lap of a 27.2, but he's got a lot faster now.
Yeah. So I wonder if he abandoned the first lap because he invalidated or something.
Probably.
Let's follow him now. Current F1 champion holder, guys.
Currently 3 tenths down on Scunburner's time after the last middle sector. Might be able to get ahead of Verstappen, possibly.
Oh no!
What happened?
He hit the wall for some. He managed to hit the wall.
Oh, Scunburner. Smoking his tyres. You see the brake.
Yeah. Is he laying rubber down or something?
Possibly. 40 fastest. Unity went 6th on a 21.0 there. Right, so you'll trundle back in. And now they've got a choice. Because most of them are in the pit lane with 5 minutes to go, so you've got a choice now. You can either go out with about 4 minutes to spare, set an early lap, and you're going to have a definite clear track, so yeah. Or you can wait until about 2.5 minutes to go out in the last minute, and go around. What do you normally do in this situation?
It depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes it's just nice to get out there on clear track, and I'll just go out and see if I can lay down the gauntlet and hope for the best. Ooh, bit of Unity Hush comes into the pit lane a bit hot there, or sometimes I like to be in the mix of it all, see if I can like catch a little cheeky slipstream here from there from someone on one of the straighter sides of the corner, but it's a hard one really. So Shrimper is currently out on a flying lap, guys.
Oh, he cut turn 1. A lot of grass there.
He's still going for it, and he's pushing hard.
In that lovely tactic if you're running no traction, which is basically short shifting up through the gears in the traction zones. Something I'm still trying to get used to myself.
Yeah.
Playing through the first sector, so he has improved by a tenth, 26.6, which actually beats Scunburner's first sector time.
Oh. Coming round the Mr. Whippy corner now. Lovely
Perfect.
line through there.
1.6
RSF1
compared to a
open.
21.8. So he's about a tenth down overall because he's lost a couple of tenths middle sector. And trying to get into the high 20 mark, I think. Might be able to get ahead of the Williams.
Crossed. Down the start, finish straight, across the line. 4th fastest at 120.8.
Yeah, he's got no more fuel. That red light's blinking already, so that's him done.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so Mint Hawks is also out on a outlap as well. Unity and I is the best as well. So Mint Hawk is now currently about to start his flying lap. We'll go ride with him now. So down the start, finish straight, and he's going to come down into Jones and Brabham corner. Hard through the gears, down the straight drive, and then in a minute he's going to come down to the Sports Centre corner and Helias. And then through Whiteford. See this corner you can take through Marina, and this is the Lauder. This is, and then up after Lauder, you're going to come up to Clark. Through. I've always found this one a bit tricky. Through Waite, and then through Hill. Into Ascari, which is down to 3rd gear. Next corner coming up is Stewart. Then into Senna, and the last corner Prost. Down the start finish straight, DRS wide open.
That's good.
Pole
20.3. The key for him on that lap was he bettered his last sector by 4 tenths personally, and went quicker by 2 tenths last sector than Skunkburner. So that's Mint Hawk saying to Skunkburner, right, this is what I can do, now can you improve?
Now Mint Hawks,
and to
what
Easton
are you
as well.
doing out here?
Unity 4th.
Oh, Mint Hawks has just retired out on track.
That's another rule.
Guys, please make sure you read the rule book.
I don't think it's going to get in the way of someone's lap, which is
now his
fortunate.
AI is going to take over. And Seal's just retired.
I think that's on track.
Okay,
Yeah, it's on track. Double damage.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't his fault. He didn't deliberately retire. And Shrimper.
Shrimper out as well. Oh wow, Seal. That's in the exit of a whippy corner there.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Skunkburner, can he respond to Mint Hawks? That is the question. He is now currently on his second flying lap. He looks like he's got a bit of traffic in front of him as well. He just come through Clark, through now coming up to Waite. Whoa, he's got that perfect.
Oh.
Look at that. Magic March is just retired as well. Oh,
Yeah,
is this Renault going to hold him up? Is the Renault Advised the best going to hold him up? Oh no.
Might have given him a little bit of dead air, possibly. That's good though.
That worked in his favour. Nice, 121. Wow.
Jesus.
That is a lap. Well done. Congratulations. Oh.
Comes Easton. 20.5. Invalid though.
No.
And Verstappen, who was in 6th, stay 6th, he did a 20.3 but also invalid.
Yep. So that is it, guys. Q3 is over and done with. Your pole position man of the race today is Skunkburner 93 with a 120.149.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting to Skunkburner. That's laid down a statement, that has. We've got a lot of former F1 drivers here, including our former F1 champion, or our reigning F1 champion. He's just beaten by 6 tenths. And 6 tenths is a lot.
Yep.
Now, of course, you've got to bear in mind that this is just a social and people could be practicing a few things and ironing out a few issues, because obviously we've still got a couple of weeks until the first Australian Grand Prix.
Yeah.
But if Unity was trying really hard on that lap to get 20.8, he's got nothing more in that locker. That is a big statement was got out of there.
So
go to the race we go.
Absolutely. Now, let's see if people remember the rule for this one. They do have to wait for the lobby host to press the magic button, but we've had a couple of weeks off. I'm sure people have forgotten.
Yeah, one thing is for certain, Raikkonen's going to be in a few stern words with a couple of people, possibly. One in particular, maybe.
Well, there'll be more than just one.
Can you think the amount of rules that one person has broken in this lobby? We know who we're talking about, and the one rule that we think he's going to break, he doesn't.
Yep.
The ready up rule. Of course, formation up is still on for this season, which is always a positive. Just in case someone does ready up, then you do not miss the race.
Absolutely. And guys, well, let's just hope that the formation lap is a tidy formation lap, because we've had some incidences of a few off-air socials where the formation lap hasn't gone quite to plan, has it?
Well, again, I refer to the meme video of Timonique, where he does what's it? I think it's one of those tryouts for assault courses for dogs, but the dog is turned into a Shrek, or a Shrek character that's running around, and it basically says everything about a formation lap: excessive weaving, hard braking and accelerating, bombing it like a quali lap, and then stopping once again. Again, if anybody hasn't seen that video, please do. It is a great laugh with everything involved. There's 2 videos he's made, so we'll look at that. But hopefully, he should be calm, professional, always professional.
And okay, we're away.
Who's the lobby host?
It was
D
D Hill.
Be ready up first. Yay!
Yep. Pretty sure we've got a lot of activity going.
Who's
on
going
the
through the
Discord
grid?
as well. Do you want me to go through the grid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it very well, so.
Oh, thank you very much. So, in pole position, starting from first place is Skunkburner. Sorry, hang on. Let me get this right. In pole position is Skunkburner 93. In second position is Mint Hawks in the Williams. In third place is AMS Eastern in the Williams. In fourth is the current F1 champion Unity Hush in the Ferrari. In fifth is Shrimper 84 in the McLaren. And in sixth place is RSF1 Verstappen in the Red Bull. In seventh is Magic Marks in the Mercedes. And in eighth is Mr. Pigeon Munch in the Haas. In ninth is Eyes the Best, and he is piloting the Williams this afternoon, or this evening. In P10 is RSF1 Seal, and he is piloting the McLaren this evening. In P11 is RSF1 Skadoosh in the Racing Point. In P12 is RSF1 Schumacher in the Red Bull. In P13 it's J-Locker 89 in the Alfa Romeo. In P14 is RSF1 Shane 0407 in the Toro Rosso. In P15 is RSF1 D Hill in the second Ferrari. In P16 is Man with the Cash, Revan Kevin, Racing Jason, Josh Ridosh is in the second Haas. In P17 is iCalismic, he is currently in the Racing Point. In P18 is RSF1 Button in the Mercedes. And in P19 is Bodder 86 in the second Toro Rosso. And in last place, 20th position, Timmer 1911 in the second Renault.
I'm out of breath and I didn't even do it. I feel out of breath. Goodness me. Anything I would say is this: if this was a short track like Monaco or Canada, you'd have to speed that up a little bit because you only just made it in time.
I know I could, mate. I know I could do it around Australia, but here we go. It's a bit of bullseye there, everyone. Everybody
I was
loves
going to say it's a
Willie.
bullseye reference.
Okay then,
Right,
Brundle,
take
taking
us
it
through
from
the
the back.
first lap.
Okay guys, we are currently waiting for the grid to line up on form.
That and my stupid microphone.
Okay guys, race director has started the race. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Go, 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 go! And it looks like Mr. Skunkburner has made a great start. He's followed by Mint Hawks, and AMS Eastern has managed to get the inside line. Oh no, he's managed to hold. Mint Hawks has managed to hold it. Undy Hush in 4th place. Shrimp has managed to hold his 5th. Pigeon Munch is down a position though in P6. Skunkburner has got the 2 Williams on the back of his gearbox all over him through turns 4 and 5. So far so good, we've made it through the first corners. Shrimper is losing places, he is getting swarmed down. Verstappen up to P7, Schumacher up to P8. The 2 Red Bulls have made it brilliant, they're working side by side together. Magic Marks is in P9. Skadoosh is down in P11 though, and RSF1 Button has dropped down to P16, and the Mint Hawks has just got Skunkburner 93 through Clark. And the other Williams behind Skunkburner as well is swarming all around him. On the inside through the Mr. Whippy corner. Is it going to go wrong? Is it going to go wrong? No! Clean move. Well done, boys. Well done. So Skunkburner has dropped down to P3. Unity Hush is now sniffing all over the back of the Alfa Romeo. Will he make a move down the start finish straight? It is to be told, but Skunkburner 93 is struggling at the moment on these medium tyres. Are they not switched on yet? Has he not got enough temperature in him? Oh no, the Haas of Mr. Pigeon Munch is also behind this Ferrari, and it's going to make an attack on him for sure. The slipstream, the 2 Williams try to break the slipstream of the Alfa Romeo. Crikey, I'm running out of breath here.
Do we take over for a little bit?
Yes, please.
Wow, hectic first lap. That was absolutely brilliant. Schumacher up 4 places, Pigeon up 3. Button is not in his car. His screen froze as we started the race. He's not able to be in his car. His AI car knocked a few cars at the back. Timmer and Bodder around, but everything is okay. Jade Locker tried to go 3 wide on the outside of turn 3 but clipped the grass, and that's why he's gone down a little bit. But hectic stuff already.
But so far there's been no bang bangs, no skids, so we're all good at the moment. We're all happy.
Been a pit either.
No signs of damage at all there at Brundle. So at the moment Mr. Pigeon Munch is currently running P5 on the softs. Now if you're running on the softs, guys, you need to be making carnage through this field very quickly. Unfortunately, the soft tyre will go off a lot quicker.
Oh, Ice is gone.
Oh no!
Oh, Whippy corner.
Whippy corner.
Everybody get out of the way. Yep. Did a teammate Glock in 2008. Oh, no. Seal and Skadoosh.
Oh, hello. Sorry to cut in on you, but it looks like Skunkburner made a little bit of a mistake there, and the Ferrari is going to try, but it can't capitalise. Ferrari is light on fuel as well, so it seems like these two. Right, DRS is now enabled, guys, so this is where now moves are going to be all over everyone. Oh! Did I see a little bit of scuffle there between Verstappen?
Might have been. Oh, Verstappen's got front wing damage.
Oh no,
front left.
Verstappen.
He's tied on track as well. I don't think he's very happy about that because he doesn't normally do that, and he knows the rules very clearly. But he's retired. Oh, and nearly gets in the way of Timmer as well.
Yeah.
Did you see who he got with?
No, I didn't. It looked like the 2 Red Bulls might have tangled up with each other. I'm not too sure.
Oh, Schumacher.
That's unfortunate.
Tell you what though, Mint Hawks
is running away with it.
Easton's doing him a little favour.
Yeah, he's holding up Skunkburner, and Skunkburner looks like he's on a little bit of a comeback now. His tyres may have just switched on enough for him to start attacking, but also the Ferrari is sniffing behind Skunkburner and all. Oh, back end a bit loose then. And please, no comments in the stream for that one, please, guys. But the Ferrari has got his DRS wide open now. He's going to make an attack into turn 1, surely. No, he thinks better of it. Will he get him through the second DRS zone? Because he does get a much better exit than Skunk Burner. Yes, definitely. Go on the outside, but Skunk Burner does shut the door very cleanly, holds him off. Oh! Is he going to get him on the outside? Is he going to have the switch back? Oh, guys, don't ruin this. Don't ruin this. Nice bit of defending there from Skunk Burner. Well held, well held.
Just seen an interesting battle between D Hill and Seal there. Seal trying to come on the outside of turn 3. D Hill basically shut the door to money exit. Very robust defence there from D Hill, but he's not really like that, so just about fair.
Yep. So guys, Shrimper is currently... So we've got a little bit of a free card terrain for, well, the 5th, 6th and 7th are quite close up together at the moment, guys. Schumacher, Shrimper and Pigeon Munch, they are squabbling amongst each other. But they're not losing touch with, well, the Haas is within 2 seconds of the Ferrari. Oh no!
No, Schumacher! No! Oh, this time just breaks completely. He's tipped round Shrimper. That's just a genuine mistake. Just got caught out by the braking of Shrimper there.
Yeah, Unity Hush now. He is through really, really close behind that Alfa Romeo. Now, you're going to have to make the move very soon, my man, because if you're going to stick behind that Alfa Romeo much longer, Schumacher's just got a 3-second time penalty. If you can stick behind a car for too long, you're going to ruin your tyres, and also your car overheats as well. You do lose engine performance following another car. Them cars need a lot of clean, a lot of fresh air. And like Brando was saying, the Ferraris especially, when they get hot, they lose the most amount of power.
The Ferrari engines.
Yeah, Ferrari engine powered cars. As soon as they get hot, too many gear changes, over revving, overworked. They have a sweet spot. The Ferraris.
Seal on the back of Hill. Seal on the back of Hill for 8th place.
Oh yeah, I can see
Seal
now.
Trying to make his way. Oh, this might be good for a good switchback move. Trying to get a good exit. No. I sent Seals quicker, but D Hill's robust defense. Oh, this is a move.
Oh, this is a move on the inside. Oh no!
Oh,
they've touched. And now Shane and D Hill, they're going to squabble amongst each other. Shane gets the move.
Bit of an elbow pass there from Seal, I feel. A little bit. Robust. And then again, D Hill was robust beforehand, so tit for tat at the moment between them two, like, but carrying on the battle.
Tell you what though, Skunk Burner is really... Oh, Skunk Burner's managing to like close... Look at this on the... Oh, I'm through... No, guys!
Oh, what happened there?
He reset to track, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. What happened with the two of them? I missed that.
They touched and Skunk Burner was sent on a little bit of a spin there.
It's a time penalty for his troubles.
He does, doesn't he?
That's another thing as well, which I haven't seen anything major happen yet, but there've been very some close calls, and that was another close one. The reset to track thing. I think you should only really do it when you're in definite clear air.
Oh, here we go. Sorry,
or do so.
Unity Hush is making a move on AMS Eastern. Wow, he just swarms that Williams. He manages to pass it with ease. So I don't know if AMS Eastern is now struggling with his tyres. Has he used too much of his fresh tyres up because the Ferrari just made mincemeat out of him? Shrimper 84.
Oh
dear, and Shrimper has retired.
It's manual retirement in there. Wait, what's that? Yeah, manual retirement. Manual retirement in the pits.
That's the way you're supposed to do it, guys.
Good evening, No Shoals in the chat. Good to see you.
Good evening, my friend.
Deal with another time penalty. Penalties are going to be a thing around here, first race of the season, isn't it?
Yeah,
but it's
absolutely
something that people do need to crack down on. Now, Schumacher's just got past Hill.
Oh, has he?
Hemp goes wide in the exit. Yeah, he has. Hill's dropping back a little bit. He's got a little bit ruffled by that little incident he's had.
Oh, and Minthawks has just got a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, now this is the thing with penalties, gentlemen. And I would know, because I lost, I think... yeah. Well, here's a fact, Raikkonen, and I don't know whether you realise this. I lost four race wins from penalties.
Did you really? Is it right that I've heard as well, Brundle, in a different league you got disqualified for too many penalties?
That was, yes, that was in Canada, which is very, very easy to, by the way. But I didn't get disqualified this season. Ace Cookie did. In Mexico.
Yeah, in F3.
Oh, Cash is gone.
Man with the cash, Revan Kevin.
End of first sector. Cash is gone.
Yeah, I'm just now seeing if I can follow another car where he's gone off.
Oh, Shane's had a spin as well. That spin's alright. Oh, Scumburner! Scumburner's had a spin as well.
Oh no.
He had a spin at 11, turn 11, I think. Up down to 8th.
Right, okay.
Yeah, there was like two or three races where I was first on track, but one penalty cost me the win. And sometimes second as well, so it's a thing that if...
They do cost you a lot at the end of the day, don't they? They really do. And Charismic, has he not started the race?
I don't think he did, no.
No, he's in the garage. Okay, so Easton at the moment is 4 tenths behind, well, half a second behind Unity Hush. So Unity Hush seems to be holding him off quite well. He is low on fuel though, so at some point he's got to do some fuel saving. When he chooses to do that, it's unclear.
I take one person that is quietly going about his business, and that is, well, the former Element, Skadoosh. Up 5 places, just gradually keeping his head. Well, obviously Scumburner's had a spin, Shane's had a spin, Cash is out. Yeah, he's gone up 5 places. He's now right behind Pigeon, who's still out on his softs and started to struggle. He's not that far behind Magic Mark either.
No.
Magic Mark's in. So Magic Mark, right, on 8-lap mediums is in before an 8-lap soft
another one speed in the pits
as well.
And he's gone onto the soft.
It's really weird from Pigeon. Oh, Pigeon wide. Skadoosh up on the inside.
Nice.
Into 4th. 10 seconds off the top 3. The top 3 are completely gone at the moment now.
Yeah, well, if maybe Skadoosh has got a little bit of pace behind him there to like closing on the gap. Only time will tell. It depends how good how young what nick his tyres are in as well. Because obviously, if his tyres are in good nick, he can stay out a lot longer than the top 3.
He's on fresh tyres, whereas everyone else around him isn't.
Who's Skadoosh?
Yeah, because he's up 7, he's starting 11th.
Yeah, but he's on 9-lap old mediums.
No, but I'm saying he started outside the top 10, so the tyres he's on are fresh, as all the others aren't.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
So they're
especially Pigeon.
They were definitely a lap younger.
Especially Pigeon, I still don't know how. I don't know how Pigeon is still staying out on this. He's absolutely been swallowed up now. He's got Seal and Scumpburner behind him.
Yep. So this is going to be an absolute...
Oh, he's in now.
Yeah. So look at this though. You got Skunkburner and Seal. They're going to go neck and toe to toe down the pit straight. DRS wide open. Both of them as well. But Skunkburner has got the position back. He's up to P5.
Medium times for Pigeon.
They'll see him through to the end of the race now. That was a nice move there from Skunkburner 93, but however, Easton and Unity there keeping each other honest. But this man, Mint Hawks, I see what you mean. He's run away with it. Absolutely run away with it.
He's one to watch. He's one to watch, but he needs
look
to.
At this helicopter cam that I've just currently got on him at the moment. Wow, what a shot!
Yeah, one thing with Mint Hawks obviously is he's got to read the rule book properly. I'm sure you will be straight on that. But yeah, he's definitely one to watch. Needs to be consistent as well. Fastest lap. Yeah, his fastest lap is 4 tenths quicker than Unity's, 5 tenths quicker than Easton's at the moment.
Oh wow. So this is a man going to be
very impressive. Easton though, he is keeping this is a F3 driver from last season keeping up with
the current F1
champion. Yeah.
Oh, Skunkburner's closing in on Skadoosh. And he's pulling along Seal with him as well.
Oh, Magic Mark takes the fastest lap. Fresh softs though.
Yep, that's to be expected.
1.2 seconds quicker.
And he's just come out on hards.
Yeah, trying to get to the end there. Always practicing basically to see how these right. Skumpburner's right behind Skadoosh.
Oh, look at this.
Trying to go in the outside.
Oh,
that'd be risky.
On the outside. Oh, what a move!
Nice.
What a move! Well done. And Seal's gonna look for it as well.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. As a certain driver would go, that's how we do it, ladies.
Easton is not letting Unity go.
No, he's not, is he? I think it's quite funny as well. Seal's currently still wearing his Halloween helmet.
It's way past Halloween, isn't it?
It's like D Hill is currently being powered by snow. So
Skadoosh is not letting Skumpburner go. May go for a lunge. End of turn 3 is going for the outside.
He's trying to. Don't be silly, guys. Don't be silly.
All right.
He thought better of it. Which I do believe these guys may now be coming up to lap the Renault with Timmer as well.
Timmer and Bodder. They've already. Well, Bodder's pitted twice. Timmer's pitted once.
Ooh. That McLaren's really up Skadoosh now.
Yeah, Seal.
So Skadoosh is going to have to drive defensively.
No,
don't
right
get in the way. No. He's on the grass. I could see that going very wrong then.
That's Cortel, Skadoosh and Justin. Oh, Seal.
He's made a mistake and
Schumacher
has capitalised.
And that's the thing with no traction, it can just snap at you just like that.
Yeah.
Skumpburner in. Here's a one and only stop.
So what's Skumpburner going to go on to? He's on the hards.
Hard tyres, yeah. It's going to have to. Sauce would last.
Yeah, I know. It's just not. Maybe he could ring out his mediums a little bit longer.
Shane on D Hill. The 7th. That seems easy enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Into turn 3.
Just out of the DRS zone there. Easy move. See, Schumacher now is he going to start fighting with Skadoosh? Easton's pulling back a bit on Unity Harsh. He's now within 2 tenths. So they're arguing that Easton's not letting go of that Ferrari.
Not at all, and he's doing obviously a massive favour for his teammate Minthawks in the fact that Unity just can't get on with it because he's had to defend so much from Easton behind him.
Yeah. Absolutely, and I think Easton... Oh, Skunkburn has just got a 3-second time penalty. See, these time penalties are going to cost him dearly later on. See, now, we're with Easton now, and he's not using any of his ERS. He's on mode 0 at the moment, so he's literally saving it. So, is he going to wait for Unity to blink first and pit?
Well, this is what he intended to do in F3 race, especially in the last part of the season. He just has this ability of keeping up pace, even though he's in no ERS. Don't know how he does it personally, but yeah, it's very smooth in his driving. It seems he's very consistent in his times. Just doesn't sort of overwork the car, which on this game that's what he's.
J-Locker.
Into the pits. Ah, yes, that's what he was going to do. Firing in the pits. Thing is about Minthawks is that he's consistently pulling away from the 2 behind him.
Well, he's 8 seconds.
Now up to 8
he's
seconds.
8 seconds in front.
Mm.
So that's he's got a pit stop and he's got 2 pit stops in the bag there. Well,
Seal and
pit
Schumacher.
stops.
Seal and Schumacher. Side by side with that corner. What are you doing? A lot of huge battling going on.
Yeah, there's a load of track battles going on, but now Schumacher's going to answer back to him, isn't he? DRS down the straight.
Skunkburn has had it off.
Oh dear. And parts are not
Yeah, not
working
going
from
right
by
for
the
him.
looks of it.
Another one who I think is running no attraction, maybe for either the first time or not used to it yet. Seems to be making mistakes that he wouldn't normally make.
So now
Yeah,
Easton's
he's gone onto soft tyres as well.
Yeah, Easton's now dropping back a little bit from thingy. So at the moment, look at this. So we're on board. Well, we're riding with RSF1 Seal and Schumacher at the moment. They're battling each other for 4th and 5th place. Sorry, for 5th and 6th place. Easton's dropped back a little bit from Unity.
Shrimper in the chat. Easton was tier 3 last season. Going, I think, late-ish into the season. I think since then he's just rapidly got quicker.
Yeah,
So.
Absolutely. And he's now actually starting to close in again, looking at the deltas and everything. And I've just got a chat in the message in the Discord from a certain racer saying that Parc Ferme sucks. We have to qualify with our race setup. Well, sorry, mate. That is the rules. And in real F1, that's what they have to do.
Yep, so the committee has decided, the majority agree with it, so if you do not, well, I don't want to say it, but...
Yeah, I'm not going to say it either, just in case we get told off.
Gonna have to like it and lump it, basically. And as I said before, it's just... As I said before, you just got to practice with a setup that you want to do. Or want to use.
You see, now when Parc Ferme was on for me, I never changed setup. I stuck to the same setups.
No, what I'm saying, well, you would adjust them circuit to circuit, surely.
Yeah, you know what I mean, circuit to circuit, but like from quali to race, I didn't really. The only time I might have changed it if it was wet. That's the only time I changed it, because then obviously we could, and that was
Yeah, I'll change it a little bit.
Okay, so Easton has blinked first. He's going into the pits. Let's see what he sticks on. So this now gives Unity a little bit of breathing space. Unity will now be able to open the car up, and it looks like Easton's going on to softs. 11 laps on the softs.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah.
But not super easy, but yeah. This was the strategy, or winning strategy.
Is Shane going to get ahead of him? Is Shane going to get ahead of him and hold him up a little bit? Yes, he is. So
Shane to be up for at least another lap.
Yeah, he's going to have to follow him. He's going to have to follow this Toro Rosso for a bit, and this is where it could play into Unity Hush's advantage here, because like now he's got the clear air to lay down the hammer. Mint Hawks is 3-second time penalty, but he ain't got to worry about that, man. He's got 10 seconds, but Easton's going to be all over the back of this Toro Rosso so quickly. And look at it already, guys. Look at this. If Shane's clever, Shane's going to let him go. Shane's identified that it's not his battle. He's clearly not in this race. And he lets Easton go and continues on with his own race. So Easton's now got to charge. He's got to push hard now, guys, to make up the time that he's just lost on this pit stop to Unity. So Unity Hush is now in the pit lane, so this is where it matters. So Mint Hawks is also in the pit lane as well. So will these guys end up... Oh, and it looks like Unity Hush is serving a penalty. Oh no, I thought he was serving a bit of a penalty then. It was just a little bit of delay there between the screens. But has he made the jump? Has he made the jump? Easton's got him! See, that's where strategy
Hill speeding in the pit lane.
That's where strategy wins.
2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
He undercut. He must have saved a lot of VRS, which he did. He had a bit of VRS to use, which he must have did.
I think he had a full battery there.
Yeah. Good tactic.
Yeah, it is a very good tactic. And see, this is like where the racecraft comes in now, because he's now got 3 seconds now.
Oh, Skadoosh and Seal. Seal went right the outside of turn 4,
look at this, they're right up each other.
Both on soft tyres. This is for track position here.
Yeah, they are racing. They're both on exactly the same strategy. But it does look like Seal might have the little bit of pace over them, but then is Skadoosh saving his ERS for a decent moment there. Here we go, not his DRS, it's ERS, sorry. But now he's got his DRS open, he's moded it up, he's going to try and close in on that McLaren, he wants to get in front of him. Magic Marks, a 3-second time penalty. There's a lot of penalties flying around here tonight, Brundle, a lot.
Yeah, something I have noticed with Mint Hawks, it may be quick, but he's already got 2 penalties, and the 2 behind him haven't even got a warning. So,
wow.
Skadoosh has got a good run on Seal.
Absolutely,
very good run.
We're currently watching it now. Look at this, wow. And Seal's trying to get back on that slipstream straight away, but it's just not going to happen, because now Skadoosh has got the DRS, whereas Seal hasn't, I don't think.
No.
But they've got a Mercedes in the way.
You know what kind of move that was? That was a Skadoosh move.
A Skadoosh. That's not Michael Schumacher. RSF1 Schumacher's just got a 3-second time penalty. Oh, and guys, I don't know if anyone realises here, it was 6 years ago yesterday that the great man himself had his skiing accident.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is 6 years ago. Obviously, we still don't really have much update on his current health situation. Last I knew...
Oh, no!
Oh,
what happened there? I don't know whether Button's in the car or not. He wasn't at the start, but there was no X above him. And yeah, didn't get out of the way of Seal, and Seal went into the walls, got damage on his front wing.
Oh no. So that's just ruined Seal's race.
The question is, I don't know whether Button is in his car. He wasn't at the start. Tough to say.
Oh, magic mark. Oh, that's just a back marker. Sorry, it's me getting excited, seeing a bit of overtaking there. That's magic marks. Looks like he's taking over lapping Timmer then. And Seal's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding the pits, and he's retired. So he's called it a day on that one.
Not surprised.
No. So the field is spacing out a little bit at the moment. The closest people that we've got is D Hill and Magic Marks. Formerly F2 drivers, aren't they?
Yes, Magic Mark, well, won the title obviously. D Hill had his ups and downs over the season, had a lot of bad luck with. He's looking next season. I've already spoken to him. He's already looking to next season as a better run, hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be an interesting to see. Obviously, Mark on the medium tyres, D Hill on the soft.
Oh, whoa!
Whoa!
Wow!
I'm recording that. I'm recording that. Jesus.
That is. That's what you call spinning on the spot.
What angle did you get at that?
Helicopter
What angle
cam.
did you get at that?
Helicopter cam.
Oh no, I got even better. I was literally, from my view, it was like inches. Inches that scumbag could have hit head on with a Magic Mark there. He's in the pits,
wow.
He worn out his tyres.
Wow, I got the helicopter cam on that one. That was a move. Well, it's what you call spinning on the spot. So Magic Marks has retired.
Yeah, he's done for the day. 7 laps to go anyway, not long to go.
No. So at the moment we're left with 13 drivers.
Yeah, technically. Although I'm pretty sure it's 12.
Yeah, you are right. 12 drivers. We can't count Mr. Krilismik at the bottom there because he DNS'd. Oh, Shane!
Oh, Shane's come. Where was that?
Oh, Whippy.
Fast left and right again. Shame, because I think he's had a solid race tonight.
Who's had a solid race?
Shane. Before that. Oh! Skadoosh! Schumacher! They locked ties at turn 1, it's still side by side. No. Schumacher's through. Skadoosh is trying to go around the outside though. They interlocked tyres in turn 1, that was a bit... No. Didn't like that. I was nervous.
We're not having a Max Verstappen Ricciardo moment here, are we?
No.
Or a Mark Webber Vettel, Turkey 2010.
The other thing I'm finding with Midhawks, right, he's got a 10.5 second lead. He can cruise now, but he's not. Every now and again he's putting the...
He's got them time penalties.
No, but I'm saying he keeps on putting in hot laps. He's got 20% left. Yeah, he's... What I tend to do with the RS...
What happened there between Skadoosh and Schumacher? Schumacher, did he make a mistake or...?
What I tend to do with VRS is if it's like a low point, I go like a lap where it's like 0 or 1. But what he's doing is he's doing it like a qualifying lap. Like out the last corner, he's putting his hot lap and into overtake once he goes over 6th gear, then back down to 1 again.
Okay, so it's just...
I wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, you race on the pad, don't
I'm
you?
on a pad. I'm on a pad and I can't do it that quick.
I see, I can on mine because I'm on the wheel. I've got the F1 wheel, and I've got like toggles that do it all for. I just set toggles up, and literally.
That's probably what he's got.
And it's just like, crank it down 3 times to go to mode 4, crank it up 3 times to go back to mode 1. Done.
Yeah, he was in overtake. It was under 10%. Yeah, he knows when to save it basically, and he's just extending the lead left lap after lap.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to be one to watch.
Absolutely.
Who's impressed me? Griffiths F1.
Griffiths F1.
He's not impressed. He's not impressed me. He's only just joined. He's just joined the lobby. He's gone.
He's left.
Bye bye. I kind of knew, obviously from previous socials, I knew what to expect from Mid-Hawks, but this is just a confirmation. Easton, up there in second.
He has impressed me.
Skadoosh as well.
Yeah.
Or Element, the former Element.
See now, Easton has, and I'm not playing favourite here at all. From F3, he's kept the F1 champion honest. Absolutely slammed him at strategy. And now he's got a 4-second lead over him, so he's currently happy in his little bubble at the moment, cruising away with his teammate. So it's going to be, for the first time, guys, in a long time, if you think of this as real life, it's going to be potentially a Williams 1-2.
Hypothetically.
Let's not say that.
We're bringing that word back. We're bringing that word back from Abu Dhabi last season.
Hypothetically, this could be a Williams 1-2. Now, we haven't seen a Williams 1-2 since the days of like 2003, have we? Like where it was Montoya and Schumacher. Ralph Schumacher,
Let me think. Yeah, I think you're right, 2003. The 2004, that weird front nose thing.
Oh, that walrus nose.
No, because Ferrari dominant.
Yeah, well, 2002, 2003 were completely Ferrari washers. Skadoosh just got a 3-second time penalty. Oh, Skunk Burner. He's closing on D Hill at the moment.
There's a 6. 2005 they were close, didn't they? Because there was like a couple of times then Heifeld and Webber did a couple of good races here and there.
Yeah, but they didn't get a win, did they?
Great Leagues 2003.
Skunk Burner! No, guys! Oh, that was close. Hill held on to that.
That's another thing, right? Any new drivers that are watching this, two drivers you want to watch out for if you're in the same tier as them, that you're going to find difficult to pass. E Hill and Senna, or what he's called CCRL Senna now. Both are robust to pass. What do you mean don't swear? I want to swear.
It was. You said the other...
It's not a swear. Oh, it's a... Yeah.
Don't mention that. Ooh, turning his Alfa Romeo into a bit of a lawnmower there. Always interesting.
Yeah, Senna and D Hill. And D Hill, very respectable races, but they are very difficult to pass. They will
get their elbows out, won't they?
Oh yeah. There are others, but there's 2 in particular.
Okay, so I was about to say earlier on that the field spread out a little bit now. They seemed to be breathing, but then we had a little bit of action then between the D Hill and Skunk Burner. But now it does seem like they're spreading out of each other now. Everyone's got a second on each other. So, Brundle, who's made up the most places? We need to start thinking about driver of the day.
We're doing that on the podium.
Yes, we're doing that on the podium. Full session.
Hey. Okay, fair enough. Oh jeez, driver of the day. Now, on places gained it would be Timmer, but he's only gained those because
retirement.
Oh, Scumbirder's dropped it again. Yeah, Scumbirder's back down away again. Tibbins only made those places because, obviously not taking anything away from him, but he's only made those places because others have either retired or dropped it. In terms of places gained, it's probably...
He's getting a bit loose at that last turn then. He's on 11 lap old soft, I think it's soft. Screaming at him, no!
I'd say a fair shout out to Easton.
Yeah.
A fair shout out to D Hill.
Yeah.
But I would say it's probably between Schumacher and Skadoosh. I'd go for Skadoosh, to be honest.
Yeah.
Keeping his head.
How many penalties has Skadoosh picked up?
Yeah, that's a good point. Skadoosh has... Oh, he's got a penalty. God damn it. Schumacher has... Oh god. Oh good grief. Oh good grief. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think Skadoosh may have it. How many penalties does Easton have? Here's one. Skadoosh. Then.
Skadoosh.
I know he has one, but compared to the others, he's got like way less.
So you're saying Skadoosh?
And he's right behind Pigeon. We have a battle. Lost that battle.
Yes, we do. And we're on the final lap as well, guys. Will we...
He's going to get a good run. Pigeon's on 18 lap old medium tyres, that's why. He's struggling to get to the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this, guys.
Skadoosh can have a run.
Skadoosh is going to make mincemeat. Oh, no! No! Need to keep an eye on where is he. So, Mint Hawks is now coming through the last sector. He's in sector 3 at the moment.
Oh!
Mint Hawks coming around for the second.
You might want to go on Hawks.
Into the last corner. Down the start finish straight and crosses the line. Here is your winner, Mint Hawks of Monday Night Social Race at Australia. In second position, now coming around the last corner, will be AMS Eastern. Wow. And then Unity Hush crosses the line in third. Oh, that was close. But he kept it a little bit closer. He'd have snatched the second place off him.
Have a look at Pigeon and Skadoosh.
Yeah, this is going to be a race to the line, guys. This is going to be a race to the line. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. Will he get it? Will he get it?
No,
oh.
by 500ths.
Wow.
Have the day confirmed. Good effort.
Absolutely. Absolutely. RSF1 Skadoosh today, ladies and gentlemen, is your driver of the day. Unfortunately, he will not be in the podium chat. We're going to keep it to just the podium tonight, guys.
Oh, Potter! Potter! Spot it last corner. He's doing wheel spins. He's doing wheel spins.
He's trying. What's he
Stop
trying
littering the track, man. Oh. No, go backwards, put him with it. There you go. Bash you with rear wing as well.
I thought we were playing F1, not Dodgems.
There we go. You meant to do that at the end of the season, not the start. It's not even started yet. Body, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Drift King himself.
Well, good race, I thought.
Yeah,
good race. I mean, still people need to iron out a few things, but
absolutely. Which I'm sure
more
will
ways
be
than one.
There will be addressments going on later on, but that is for the stewards of the race.
Well, I meant in terms of in the car and track, etc.
Yep.
You mark 15 seconds. Scumburner with 12.
Wow. Unity was the only one that did not have a time penalty by the looks for, and Timmer. No time penalty as well. So guys, your race order winner is Minthawk, 2nd place, AMS Eastern 3rd, Unity Harsh 4th, Pigeon Munch 5th, Skadoosh 6th, Schumacher, D Hill 7th, 8th is Skunkburner, 9th Button, Timmer in 10th, and your non-point scorers are Bodder 86, Shane 12th, 13th place is Magic Mart, Seal in 14th, J Locker in 15th, Man with the Cash in 16th, 17th Shrimper, RSF1 Staffen in 17th, and I didn't quite catch the 18th place man there because it just got on me. Alright. Guys, please check your box, put the tick in it. We've got everyone in?
Yeah, everyone's here.
Okay guys, can you make sure you tick your boxes, include your audio into the stream? Why can't I hear anyone?
Hi.
Hello.
No one's talking, they're all shy.
Okay. So we're all in. Brando, do you want me to take 3rd and 1st and you take 2nd?
You take all of it.
Oh, come on, you can't have me do all the work here.
No, I want you to do all of it. I want you to do all of it.
Yeah.
Testing you.
Oh, right, okay, I thought I'd passed the test by now already. Okay, Unity Hush, her 3rd place, our current F1 champion. Tell us about your race.
It was dreadful. I had a disadvantage. I had an extra set of lap, well, I set an extra lap in quali, so that put me down. But when I made a pit stop, I was like, I got this. But, you know, my pit crew decided to give me 10% worn softs. So instead of pushing, I had to manage tyres, which was kind of disappointing. After that, I just settled for 3rd, hoping that Easton would get no penalty, but it was a quiet race and a boring race for me, in my opinion.
Yeah. I see, because like when you made that jump from your mediums to softs, Easton managed to absolutely storm you on strategy there.
Yeah.
So overall, are you happy with the performance? Well, you said you're not happy with the performance, are you? Do you
Not
feel
really.
what do you is it just your tyre strategy that went wrong, or was it another number of other things that went wrong?
It was mainly my tyre strategy. I need to work on that going into season 2, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you'd like to say?
No,
No.
I'm good.
Okay, well, congratulations on P3. Obviously, it was just a social, so no points or anything included.
Oh, come on.
So nice to have a good, clean race from everyone so far. Okay, P2, Easton. Congratulations on your Easton, on your 2nd place Easton. Impressive as well. You're playing with the big boys now of like F1. Tell us about your race from your side.
Well, I was very surprised it was right up there. I didn't think of it. As soon as I saw like Pigeon in the lobby, I was like, I'd be aiming for low top 10, but I had good pace, surprisingly.
You and Skunk Burner had a bit of a battle going on there to start with.
Yeah,
Tell us about that.
it was very close.
Tell us about that battle because
Come on, guys, help him out here.
yeah, it was getting very, very heated at times.
Yeah, what? Into the fast chicane, I tried to leave him as much room as I physically possibly can, so we didn't both take each other out.
Yeah.
So I had to go right onto the curb, and I think I picked up a warning just trying to leave him space. And there was another point that he went for a dive at the chicane. I left him space, but he hit in the side of me, then he was round, unfortunately for him.
Nice, very nice. So congratulations on your second place. As I said to Unity, there is no points for this evening, but it does kind of like give us an eye-opener of what to look out for in Season 2. And I must admit, if I'm doing the comms and I do get to catch your races, I will be keeping an eye out on you. You have impressed me. From like being in the old division of F3 you kept Unity absolutely honest the whole time you were behind him, and then like at your pit strategy you came out after because you blinked first and we thought, okay, this is where Unity's going to absolutely put the hammer down and go for it, and then when he blinked and went into the pits, you came out 2.5 seconds ahead of him, and so I was just like, wow. You domed the strategy. Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, and now over to our race winner, Mint Hawks. Is that correct? How you say it?
MNT Hawks, yeah.
MNT Hawks. Well, congratulations on your race win. Wow, is all I'm going to say. Is you have set a pace. You're a brand new driver to the RSF1 Elite Division. You definitely set the pace of this evening. Is Australia a good track of yours?
So was track, but actually I was in last season. I had a couple of names. Ella Fury and Denny 299.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
And
Briefly.
And quali didn't go that good. I mean, I could have done like a 10th better. Didn't really matter because Skunk Boner was so fast in quali. I think he actually ran a quali to be honest, because his race pace wasn't that good.
yeah, no, we were watching because like obviously you managed to slot it on P2, and you managed to get past him within the first lap, and then literally as soon as you passed him, you ran away with the race.
Yeah, I was pulling away like a second every lap or something. Yeah. Was boring as well, but
Did you feel a bit alone? Did you feel a bit lonely at the front there?
yeah. Little bit.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, when you're that fast, that's what happens sometimes. You get a little bit low, you can just leave everyone behind, and it's just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. But again, congratulations on your race win. It will be interesting to watch you through the rest of the season. I assume that you're going to be doing the full season next season.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
We will definitely keep an eye on you. I think Brundle he did big you up and say he was expecting high hopes from you. We wasn't expecting this high. But no, congratulations to the race win.
Thank you.
Okay, so tonight, guys, that is your social race of this evening. Well, official social race of this evening. There is another one on Friday evening. Your commentating team is going to be RSF1 Rebster and Primus. So stay tuned. I do believe it's the same time of 8 o'clock. So sign-ups for that race will be going live. Well, they're currently
Already
voting.
live now.
They're already live and voting for a track, if I'm correct. So your choices are Abu Dhabi, USA, or Germany. If you do want
Abu Dhabi's winning.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi is winning at the moment, 654. So if you do want to join the race, get your vote in as fast as you can. Remember, there's only 20 seats. So yeah, get your vote in.
There's 5 left. Let's get in there.
Thank you, Brundle. Thank you, Brundle. So 5 seats left, guys. Get your votes in. Get into that social race. Let's make it as exciting as what we've had tonight. Tonight, it's been an absolutely intense race. The start was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I actually lost my breath, and Brundle had to take over for a little while. But guys, thank you so much for a good show. I have been your host this evening, RSF1 Raikkonen, along with RSF1 Brundle. Thank you very much.